In the last 20 years, 51,800 people have died on train-related incidents. Every year, it's about 2,500. And we are so used to it.
Dude, public transportation for me needs to be like hospitals, needs to be like police stations. क्या आप कोई police station start करते हो तो आप बोलते हो कि इस police station से मुझे इतना revenue चाहिए? नहीं तो when it comes to buses, when it comes to trains, when it comes to metros, आपका ये नजरिया बदल जाता है कि this is a right that you are supposed to give to people. आप ये सोचते हो कि यार थोड़े पैसे कमाने चाहिए इससे.
As soon as you reach a certain level of success in your life, you're like, okay, no, I don't want to take the trains, which is funny because if a rich man is traveling in the train, they're called down to earth.
मैं अभी हिमेश रेशमिया के कॉन्सर्ट में गए थे हम लोग. Like what 20-30,000 people were there or maybe less than that. There were ambulance, there were dedicated cops there and everything like that. 20,000 का कॉन्सर्ट है भाई. अंधेरी स्टेशन पे कम से कम 6-7 लाख लोग हमेशा आते हैं. Do you not think it's appropriate to have a doctor on board? Do you not think it's appropriate to have a dedicated ambulance at station?
One activist who said that the only way to fix it is to actually have the government put out a mandate that there should be staggered working hours.
It's very easy to say कि working shift change कर दो, trains की frequency बढ़ा दो. Let's address the elephant in the room. Why should anyone travel more than 2 hours, 3 hours every day to commute one side?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of So What with me, Kevin Lee. Today we are joined again by a very special guest outside of Garima, who's a regular Filmfare Award-winning writer, Garima Kunzru. Now you're not commenting on it anymore.
I've given up.
We have a tradition where we introduce her as a Filmfare Award-winning writer because she is a Filmfare Award-winning writer. And each time we say it, she like tries to dismiss it and tries to this thing. But now we finally convinced her to accept the compliment. So
They have not. I've given up.
Same thing. But we're also joined by Balram Vishwakarma, who's the co-founder of Scrollback Studios, and you probably know his Instagram page, Andheri West Shitposting, which is one of the most relevant city-based pages, if that's what the classification is. It's one of the most relevant pages on Instagram in general, and one of our favorite pages at Yuva. We are big fans of you.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Balram,
Thank you so much
for coming
inviting.
for being on the podcast. So before we get into what the topic of this week is, want to go around the room and ask you guys, so how are you feeling? Balram, we have this tradition on the podcast of starting off with a rose and a thorn. A rose is something good that's happened to you recently. A thorn is something that you're angry, upset, annoyed by. Since you're the guest, we can start with you.
Yeah, so a rose is, yesterday I went on a date and to this children's book shop in Prabha Devi. So there's this bookshop on second floor of some business complex, and you would have like more than 700-800 types of books, like international, Indian, whatever, on all the issues for children as young as 6 months and as old as 14-15 years. So that was a great place to explore. It's called Kahani Tree. So that was a good rose, as I would say.
That does sound like a good rose. I mean, you started off by saying I went on a date, so I was like, that's a good rose, and then it got better. So 2 in 1, subtle flex, which is good. Garma, your rose.
What's your rose?
Oh, you're flipping it back.
Yeah, I need time to think.
Normally, Garma writes it down. So like before she like read on her phone कि उसने क्या लिखा है. But so last week I had to go to Pune because my mum had a minor surgery. Thankfully, it went well and smooth. So that is my rose. I'm just grateful that they're doing okay. My parents are getting older. My dad is now close to 70. My mum is over 60. So it's really like difficult sometimes to go and see. And even this time they were both like, you don't need to come down. It's a minor thing. We'll be okay. But hospitals here, you have to, push people so many times to do that job. And you need somebody to do the running around. But thankfully, surgery went off very, very smoothly. That's my rose. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, me too. Have you thought of a rose in this time?
Okay, I have a rose, and it's a little boring, but it's fine. I just got back to writing, and I think I was not writing for a couple of weeks because I wouldn't call it a writer's block because cliche, but I guess there was no motivation or just the monsoon maybe, which is in full swing right now, by the way, but still. Yeah, I think I've gotten back to writing. I'm sitting on my desk very sincerely filling pages, and that makes me happy. That makes me hopeful about my future.
That's a good rose, yeah. It's not boring. Congratulations. I'm glad you're writing again. The world needs more of your writing. So
thank you.
Okay, we'll come to that. Balram, what's your thought? What's something that happened that
Yeah.
you're annoyed or angry about?
Day before yesterday, I had this massive fight with my best friend, and things are not looking nice.
Oh shit.
Called me a couple of things. I called him
Wow.
a couple of things. And we
Yeah.
are like dudes in our 30s, and you're fighting like teenagers.
Hmm.
And like name calling हो गई, तूने ये किया
God.
था, वो किया था. So I'm a little upset because of that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you reconcile or is the fight
अभी
still
थोड़ा
on?
कुकर गर्म है.
Okay.
अभी थोड़ा
Yeah, I'll
ठंडा
give it
होगा.
some time.
देखते हैं उसके बाद क्या कर रहा है.
Was it
But
like in person or WhatsApp chat or?
WhatsApp.
Oh.
जबरदस्त.
Nah, those are the worst.
Yeah,
man.
those
Name
are the
calling हो
worst.
रही है,
Yeah.
चल रहा है. ठीक है.
That sucks.
But I
Testing
hope you
times.
Yeah.
reconcile with your
Yeah,
friend.
me too.
Shout out to the friend.
Yeah,
Please.
whoever you are, watch this podcast
Watch
now
this.
and then forgive each other.
Forgive.
Yeah.
Apologize to me first.
You also
Okay.
apologize.
Yeah.
Use
He
this
needs to apologize
platform.
first.
Yeah. Use this platform. Yeah.
Okay.
Garima, you want to go?
Oh, Thorn, yes.
Yes.
My thorn is that this podcast doesn't happen as often as it should. And
Yeah.
you know, I think there's so much pressure because then we are meeting after so many weeks and then we have to just get straight to it. I
Yeah.
don't get to really yap.
Hmm.
Like I don't get to say pointless things, which is
Yeah.
the whole point of me being on the podcast because
That's not true.
I'm not a I mean, let's just have fun also sometimes on the podcast.
Okay. When people stop dying to like horrible,
Listen, I don't
avoidable
mean
accidents.
today.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
mean today.
Yeah.
I mean, do it regularly.
My thorn is related to another big thing that happened last week, which is this the case of the couple from Indore who went on their honeymoon to Meghalaya, and turns out now that the wife has been suspected in getting contract killers. And whatever, the case is bizarre, and I feel like enough has been said, but this now becomes an excuse for people on Twitter to say that women are
हाँ.
terrible. So that has already started. And what actually infuriates me a lot is that, say what you will about, I mean, this is not even right wing, this is like misogynist, and there's an overlap in the Venn diagram, but whatever, not mutually exclusive. But like I feel like people who are problematic or hateful on the internet are just do a much better job of coming up with entertaining content. Like they are
That's
very good at, so the memes and reels that have now come out, which are basically telling men don't get married, which whatever.
Let's
But-
go. No, but so your thorn is that you are laughing at a
No,
tragic.
my thorn is
event.
just that it's an excuse now for men
Okay.
on the internet to be such a bizarre incident. And now because that one story has happened, the way that the media works is that they will now proactively seek out stories like this that happen more and then cover them. So already there are 2 that have been reported in the last 2 or 3 days.
Some
There's a
couple in
woman,
Tripura.
yeah, there's a couple in Tripura, and there's also this woman apparently tried to poison her husband and 2 kids, which is also then a case that's come. out.
Anyway, a man cancelled his marriage because he didn't get dowry.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
also happened
Yeah.
to
Was
balance
he
it
what?
out. He didn't get dowry.
And he threw a fit
Yeah,
at the mandap.
this was Hyderabad, no? I think.
That's pretty
Yeah.
normal in North.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
No,
let's,
it
I mean,
is-
let's give
हाँ,
equality.
मतलब there
Let's.
is-
The problem is that it's normal now.
हाँ,
It's that same fatigue
It's-
for one type
It's
of
a
story.
criminal offense.
Yeah.
हाँ मतलब
but-
हमारे गांव में तो बहुत नॉर्मल है कि ऐसा
Yeah.
बैठा रहेगा मंडप पे, एंड लाइक मुझे एक स्प्लेंडर चाहिए, और
Yeah.
लाइक टेक एनी बाइक्स नेम,
Yeah.
एंड देन लड़की वाले परेशान नहीं, दे एक्चुअली हैव दिस एक सेवरेंस फंड बना के रखते हैं वो लोग कि अपना मुंह खोलेगा कुछ
Yeah.
भी कि कुछ चाहिए तो तुरंत
Yeah.
खरीद के दे देंगे इसको.
Hmm.
सो इट इज प्रीटी नॉर्मल वहां पे बोलने की भाई मुझको ना एक 2 तोले का सोने का चेन चाहिए, एंड
They'll-
मंडप है, लड़का तो भगवान है ना वहां पर
Of
उस
course,
समय,
yeah.
तो ठीक है भाई ले ले, अभी क्या करे. सो इट्स प्रीटी नॉर्मल इन एटलीस्ट साउथ बिहार वाले सीन्स में,
Yeah.
और इवन नॉर्थ बिहार, लाइक एटलीस्ट जहाँ से मेरे पेरेंट्स आते हैं वहां पे तो
Yeah.
काफी नॉर्मल है.
I mean, I'm sure it happens a lot, but it's also, media school may they teach you that if a snake bites a man, it's not news, but if a man bites a snake, then it is news.
Yeah.
It's a version of that. So, okay,
Interesting.
good round of Rosebud Thorn. We'll come back at the end to a bud, which is something that makes you hopeful. But we're going to get into what happened this week. So the big story of the week, what happened this week is at least 4 people. Some reports say 5, some are still saying 4. But at least 4 people were killed and 13 were injured after falling off a local train in Mumbai near the station. Investigation is still on to understand why it happened. There are a number of theories that have come up, and we want to talk a little bit about what has happened. But also, more importantly, I feel like for anybody who's in Bombay, you hear about these horror stories a lot. Everybody has, I feel like, experienced some version of a train horror story or knows somebody who's done it. And like I mean, Balram and I talked about it yesterday a little bit over text, that this happens every day. It's well documented. In fact, like I have it here, right? In the last 20 years, so since July 2005, 51,800 people have died on train related incidents. Every year it's about 2,500. And we are so used to it that we don't really pause and talk about it that much. But when an incident happens where multiple people are killed, or there is some kind of video that comes out which shows it in like an extra horrifying way that makes it hit home, then it becomes the headline. And that also for like 2-3 days until something big comes on and we move on. So we want to talk about it from this angle that I feel like anybody in Bombay will say that they have a little bit of a toxic relationship with the city, because there are so many problems with the city that stem from the fact that there is so much crowding of population. There's not enough civic infrastructure. There's not enough affordable housing. There's so much inequality in terms of people who have a lot of money and then people who don't. But I want to start off by talking about this idea of the spirit of Bombay, which is very often used as a justification to say that life in Bombay just goes on, whether it's a terror attack that happens, or whether it's this sort of accident that happens, whether it rains heavily and a hoarding falls on somebody. How have we just become so apathetic, and this has just become such a normalized thing? Going to get into that and a little bit more. Balram, we start with you. What was your first reaction to finding out that this has happened?
Bro, ये तो रोज का है.
Yeah.
Because अगर आप 1-1.5 साल भी अगर आप ट्रेन से ट्रैवल करते हो, you would have seen at least one person injured on tracks,
Yeah.
or you would have seen one person on stretcher, like
Yeah.
a dead body on stretcher or something. You're so used to that.
Yeah.
And it was exactly like that. So I spoke to a couple of folks जो दीवा साइड से भी आते हैं, दीवा कल्याण साइड से आते हैं, and they said the same thing कि भाई, it happens almost every week. So it should not happen, but
Yeah.
I did not feel that much about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to that. And in fact, मेरे घर पे एक न्यूज़पेपर भी आता था, नवभारत टाइम्स. So once upon a time, नवभारत टाइम्स used to have this section, और जो कॉलम सेक्शन होता है फ्रंट पेज पे, उसके नीचे टेम्परेचर वगैरह वो सब लिखा रहता है. There used to be a small column of people who died yesterday in train,
God.
and
Yeah.
people who were injured in the train. So it was always 7-6, 7-6, 7-6.
Yeah.
So अभी शायद उन्होंने बंद कर दिया होगा, because well, you know, like
Yeah.
however, but ठीक है. But I was like, ठीक है, मतलब ये तो like बोलते ना, some random Monday morning it was like that.
Yeah. I mean that, and yeah, we should talk about that. The fact that like you're absolutely right, because statistically also it shows that every day it happens. The reports are also saying that 4 to 5 people every day die on trains, but then it happens at once and then there is kind of this reaction to it, and I feel like it's our responsibility also to then talk about it in a way that you can't necessarily control what incidents are going to be picked up in the media and talked about. Even when the Nirbhaya case happened, the brutality of it or whatever about it was something that shocked the nation, and it then led to a period where if you were able to talk about it in a certain way, you could affect some amount of change. And it's, I think, debatable about how much it's helped, how much it's not helped, but at least like there was a discussion about it. And I think that's why it's important. It's so funny, this podcast is called So What, and the idea of calling it So What was that while the media focuses so much on the 5 W's and 1 H, which is what, why, where, who, how, and the one that I always forget, nobody says so what, like this has happened, so what. And in Bombay it takes a whole different meaning, that 5 people have died in a train, so what.
So what?
Yeah, it's something that just happens every day.
मेरा सामान तो आ रहा ना अभी भी 20 मिनट में.
Yeah.
मेरा
Yeah.
आलू भुजिया आ रहा ना 20 मिनट में. So
Yeah.
what, like.
Which is really sad that we've got into this place.
Yeah.
What was your reaction?
I mean, yeah, we have all seen horror stories. I remember when I was in college and I used to travel from Santa Cruz to Churchgate, which is, I think, it's a safe route. The Western Express Highway, Western Line is pretty safe. I've seen people on stretchers. I've seen people die. I mean, it was pretty common. And I mean, I think my parents were also very scared when they got to know that I will be traveling by train. And it was a moment of huge pride for them when they learned that their daughter could manage trains. So I think it is a rite of passage that every Mumbaiker feels a sense of that, oh, I have to do this. This is my time to struggle and I have to struggle, be in the train. We've all heard the Dadar jokes and everything. And it's just sad because as soon as you reach a certain level of, I don't know, success in your life, you're like, okay, now I don't want to take the trains, which is funny because public transport, like for example in cities like Singapore, you know, they have created public transport as a means of actually helping the public. You know, you don't have to take the car because whatever, you just take the public transport. Is much more convenient, and every metro station has a mall attached with it. So they've planned the city in that way. Whereas here it's the complete opposite. If a rich man is traveling in the train, they're called down to earth. You know, it's their
humble person.
person.
Sudhamurthy.
Yeah. It's so and I don't know, like it's supposed to be a good thing that you take public transport, whereas we are we are here on trains just fighting for our life, hoping that, I mean, thankfully in Western, why do I keep calling it Western Express Highway on?
Because you've achieved something in your life.
Yeah.
And you don't
Yeah.
resonate with Western line.
No, I came by train today, but no, you're right.
No, it is. I mean, you're absolutely right. It is like a rite of passage, especially for so many people in Bombay don't come from Bombay, right? They weren't born in Bombay. I was born in Hyderabad. I came here for college, and it was the same thing. That my mom, it's so weird that we joke about it. And I want to bring Balram into this also because I want to say upfront also that I feel like this is obviously a manifestation of the larger problems with Bombay. The fact that there are no alternatives to public transport, the fact that a lot of government resources have been spent on building roads in certain areas which might not even need it. Balram and Andheri West shitposting has been doing a lot of posts about the shrinking number of buses, right? Which is the main kind of alternative. And on top of that, the thing that makes me also very angry is that what are the issues that are occupying media space, right? That where government stakeholders are getting involved or giving sound bites. When a Kunal Kamra thing happens, then suddenly everybody is there, right? When India's got latent thing, like how is that national news? And that is what you're choosing to focus on. And when something like this happens, there is no... Yeah, I mean, we'll get into responses, and I've written a few government responses also.
When I was reading about this incident, when something similar happened in Seoul, when a man, he came in front of the tracks, the train tracks. It was an attempted suicide. The whole system halted for like 2 hours, and there were public apologies, and there were, they actually, and there was an investigation that happened. One person didn't even die. Almost died, and they have brought the whole system to a halt, and they're trying to figure out how to do better. They have apologized, whereas in India it's like 4 deaths every day. Who cares? As you said, it's, I mean, I did not know this, that the newspaper is reporting it. Like
it used to, I don't know, अभी तो आता नहीं घर पे पेपर, but अभी भी अगर नंबर लिखते होंगे
there's going to be drizzle and 4 people died yesterday. Moving on.
ऊपर ज्ञानोदय होता है कि एक श्लोक रहेगा किसी,
of course,
so that was there. It was fun.
Yeah, I want to bring you in, Balram, to talk a little bit about, I mean, you've obviously done a lot of research on, I mean, buses is one part of the things that you have posted on, but in general, like infrastructure, the kind of places where BMC's budget is being spent. You've also done a series which is really, really cool, where you've like talked to people who are daily wage laborers or in the informal sector and how they are kind of getting by. So you obviously have a lot of information about this. So wanted to understand from that POV that like what are the major problems that we should be talking about more also. Yeah.
Small example, मैं वर्सोवा में गया था 2023 में. I went to this office pitch करने कुछ like every one of us do, ठीक है, तो गया था pitch करने, and फिर मैं washroom से बाहर निकल रहा था, and the housekeeping, the lady, she was visibly very stressed, गुस्से में बात कर रही थी लोगों से. तो मैं उनसे अच्छे से पूछा क्या हुआ, बोली कुछ नहीं हुआ. फिर मैं वापस थोड़ा लंबा पिच था, फिर मैं वापस आया, मैं बोला आप कैसे ट्रैवल करते हो, कहाँ पे रहते हो आप, तो वर्सोवा में है, एंड दिस लेडी लिव्स इन चेंबूर. इन एन आइडल सिचुएशन आपने क्या करना है, वर्सोवा से वो मेट्रो लेना है, घाटकोपर उतरना है, घाटकोपर से ऑटो लेके आप, अगर मैं रहूंगा तो मैं घाटकोपर से ऑटो लेके चेंबूर पहुंच जाऊंगा. 30 रुपए वर्सोवा पहुंचने, 25 रुपए वर्सोवा पहुंचने का, 40 उसका और 50 रुपए ऑटो का. सो दैट्स अबाउट 120, 130 वन साइड. दिस लेडी टेक्स द बस. सो वो पहले निकलती है, बस लेती है, 6 रुपए पहले टिकट थी, तो 6 रुपए बस लेती है,
till Versova station.
नहीं
Oh.
so metro she can't afford metro because
Oh.
एक साइड 40 रुपए है. एक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बना हुआ है लेकिन वो इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकती बिकॉज पैसा उसे रोक रहा है. आई वुड कॉल इट अ जेंट्रिफाइड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. तो वो बेचारी क्या करती है, अब इमेजिन करिए वर्सोवा में शाम के टाइम पे पीक आवर में वो जाती है अंधेरी स्टेशन. तो वो गाड़ी बस जो है इंडियन ऑयल नगर से घूम के फिर अंबोली से निकल के एसवी रोड से जाके 1 घंटे में पहुंचता है. फिर अगेन वो स्टेशन पहुंचती है, वो अंधेरी स्टेशन पहुंचती है. देन अंधेरी स्टेशन से वो दादर जाती है. फिर दादर से कुर्ला जाती है. फिर कुर्ला से चेंबूर जाती है. और फिर चेंबूर स्टेशन अगेन इट्स पीक आवर्स राइट. तो शी लाइक अगर मैं बस भी लूंगी तो मेरा 6 रुपए लगेगा, आधे घंटे में पहुंचूंगी. मैं पैदल भी जाऊंगी तो मेरे को उतना टाइम लगेगा. तो फक इट, माइट एज वेल जस्ट वॉक. तो वो ऐसे करके ट्रैवल करती है. तो 6 रुपए और 15 रुपए जो भी है, तो ऐसा करके 21 रुपए में ट्रैवल करती है वो दिन में 2 बार. मतलब और वो हाउस कीपिंग स्टाफ है तो शायद उनको 6 बार आना पड़ता है हफ्ते में. लाइक अनलाइक अ स्कूल पीपल जिनको 5 बार में मौत आती है, तो 6 बार करती है. एंड दिस इज जस्ट वन ऑफ द वुमेन आउट देयर. देयर आर थाउजेंड्स एंड लैक्स ऑफ पीपल हु ट्रैवल लाइक दिस एवरी सिंगल डे. आप अभी आप ये इधर के नीचे अगर आप देखो बस स्टॉप पे एक बहुत लंबी लाइन लगी रहेगी लोगों की. बस स्टॉप पे कोई भी लाइन लगी रहेगी बिकॉज यू आर सिस्टमैटिकली नेग्लेक्टिंग पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एज इफ dude, public transportation for me needs to be like hospitals, needs to be like police stations. क्या आप कोई पुलिस स्टेशन स्टार्ट करते हो तो आप बोलते हो कि इस पुलिस स्टेशन से मुझे इतना रेवेन्यू चाहिए बिकॉज मैंने 40 ठुल्ले यहाँ पे रखे हुए हैं. तो जो भी उनकी नहीं, हॉस्पिटल खोलते हो तो आप सोचते हो नहीं. तो व्हेन इट कम्स टू बसेस, व्हेन इट कम्स टू ट्रेन्स, व्हेन इट कम्स टू मेट्रोज, आपका ये नजरिया बदल जाता है कि दिस इज अ राइट दैट यू आर सपोज्ड टू गिव टू पीपल. आप ये सोचते हो कि यार थोड़े पैसे कमाने चाहिए इससे. सो आपने गर्त लगा दिया उस मेट्रो का, आपने ये मेट्रो का लगा दिया. आप कभी भी मेट्रो मुंबई में, दिल्ली का तो शायद मैं उतना गया, मतलब उतना इंटरेक्शन नहीं हुआ है. मुंबई के मेट्रो में अगर आप जाएंगे और मुंबई के बस में जाएंगे, आपको क्लास डिवाइड दिखेगा. मुंबई के मेट्रो में यू वुड सी मिडिल क्लास, अपर मिडिल क्लास फोक्स, बट जब बस में जाओगे तो आपको लेबर क्लास वाले लोग दिखाई देंगे. एंड दीज आर द पीपल दैट वी हरास द मोस्ट. सो मैंने एक पैटर्न नोटिस किया है कि हम बसेस को श्रिंक कर रहे हैं. 2009-2010 में when मैं आई एम अ मुंबई गाय, लाइक मैं पैदा मुंबई में हुआ हूँ, सब इधर का ही हूँ, ठीक है. तो आई हैव सीन द सिटी चेंज. सो मैं जब स्कूल जाता था 5th स्टैंडर्ड से, 11 साल, ये 8-9 साल की उम्र से मैं पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट यूज करना अकेले स्टार्ट कर दिया था. भाई 2-2 मिनट में बसेस आती थी, 5-5 मिनट में बसेस आती थी. अब अगर मैं खड़ा रहूंगा तो, एक बार मैं खड़ा था, मैं फ्री का टाइम था मेरे पास, तो मैं वीरा देसाई ये फन रिपब्लिक के सामने वाला लक्ष्मी इंडस्ट्री वाले बस स्टॉप पे, तो भाई आधे घंटे में एक बस नहीं आई थी. एंड आप समय बर्बाद कर रहे ना सामने वाले का. सो बस का ये वाला हो गया. तो बैक इन माई स्कूल डेज देयर वर 4,000 बसेस इन मुंबई. राइट नाउ वी हैव ओनली 500 बसेस इन द सिटी. एंड नाम पे डालने के लिए दे से दैट हमारे पास वेटलीज की भी कुछ 1,000-1,200 बसेस है, बट दीज बसेस आर नॉट ऑन द स्ट्रीट्स. वो आपको पता है, पहले एसी बस थी कुछ कोविड के टाइम पे, उससे पहले निकाली थी उन्होंने. मिनी बसेस हुआ करती थी. डू यू सी देम ऑन द रोड्स एनीमोर? बिकॉज दे आर आउट. सो 500 to 600 buses or maybe 1,100-1,200 buses cater to a city of 1.5 to 2 CR people. एंड वो भी जो 6 रुपए वाली पब्लिक थी, अब आपने उसको 12 रुपया कर दिया. सो अगर मैं एक लेबर क्लास वाला व्यक्ति हूँ, अगर मैं जोगेश्वरी गोरेगांव स्टेशन उतर रहा हूँ, तो मैं पहले 2-3 किलोमीटर के लिए मैं 6 रुपए लगते थे, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. अब मैं क्या करता हूँ, मैं पैदल आने लगता हूँ कि मुझको 12 रुपए तो बचाने हैं. मैं 12 रुपए देखूंगा, 2 दिन, एक दिन का 24 रुपए हो गया. अगर मैं उसको मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो 650 रुपए हो गया. तो 650 रुपए में मेरा मतलब दूध के खर्चे निकल जाएंगे, मेरे ये खर्चे निकल जाएंगे. सो पीपल आर एक्चुअली बर्निंग देयर बॉडी, पीपल आर एक्चुअली टेकिंग फिजिकली एक्सक्रूज. एंड ऐसा नहीं है कि फुटपाथ एकदम लाला, एकदम बढ़िया चलने लायक है, फर्स्ट क्लास. आपको स्ट्रगल करना पड़ता है 2-2.5 किलोमीटर चलने के लिए. सो दैट इज हैपनिंग. बस में, ट्रेन में भी यही सीन चल रहा है. सो आई डोंट नो, इट्स लाइक पीपल हु शुड केयर have stopped caring about the lower class at absolutely, because they know कि वोट तो झक मार के मिलने वाला इनसे. मतलब जो भी बोल दो, कुछ भी चूरन दे दो, लोग वोट तो हमको ही करेंगे. So it's like a child being in an abusive relation, like in an abusive household and thinks that my dad loves me, my parents love me. So मेरे को तो ऐसा ही लगता है कभी कभी. That's there.
So I'll tell you emotionally why this affected me a little bit. All of us, we've established travel by trains, have seen these incidents kind of happen. A few years ago, there was somebody who was working at Yuva who used to live close to Virar, right? So in the morning, take a Virar train and then come to Goregaon, which is a very, very crowded route. And that person was not originally from Bombay. So from Calcutta, different worldview, different problems, but came to Bombay and had to deal with this. And for a while, he was kind of coming to office on time every day. And then slowly kind of started coming late or whatever, and then asked him what happened, and he said that I saw somebody die from my train compartment. We are still an organization that tries to prioritize the mental health of our employees. He said, you want to take some time off to kind of deal with it, please take some time off. You want to work from home for a few days, please work from home. And for a week, basically worked from home. Then he came back and he said, now whenever I'm trying to get on a train, I'm having an actual response to it. I'm having a mental block. I am really scared about it. And I don't know what else to do because there is literally no other way to get to Goregaon in the morning from Virar. There is no, and this is again like a person who would be earning 27,000-28,000 salary, right? So there are people who are far worse. Like even that is, I think, what top 55, top 60%.
जिसका मैंने example दिया, 12,000 की तनख्वाह है.
Yeah, so obviously like that, there are levels also to this, right? And then he asked me honestly, like, what should I do? And it's such a fucked up thing that it's so normalized that in Bombay, like if you have a certain amount of money or if you have like family money, then you will try to at least get a house that's close to your place of work, at least if it is in the suburbs. Like that side of town is so completely unaffordable, but at least if it's, and like there are these hotspots that emerge, right? Like Santa Cruz, Vakola, Kalina, there is a little thing of affordable housing in that sense. Andheri, Shere Punjab used to be kind of like a thing for this. You could always find places that are decently connected, which are close by. He has a difficult family situation where he has to send money also to the house. So he's staying with relatives in Virar. And now I am sitting here also as his reporting manager and somebody who has to think ki if I make an exception for one person, this is going to be a thing where like how, so it seems like it is not a problem that I should be trying to solve. But I feel like now we are slowly getting to a place where if we don't take accountability as citizens or who have that position of power, then it's not going to, I don't think that anymore we can rely on the government also to fix this, right? And one of the interesting things I saw from one activist who said that the only way to fix it is to actually have the government put out a mandate that there should be staggered working hours in Bombay so that everybody is not traveling at the same time. The idea being ki, if you break it up and say certain people ko have a shift that starts at 8 a.m., certain people ko have and apart from hospitals, police stations where there are emergency services. And it seems like such a far-fetched thing, but at the same time, when something like COVID happened, we did it. And we did it because people were in danger of dying, right?
We did not do it.
Yeah.
The people who, high majority of the people who travel, they don't go to offices. They look proper market में काम करते हैं. Just the majority of the rickshaw wala that you see in Mumbai, they actually live in Dombivli, Virar. वहाँ से वो लोग आते हैं. फिर यहाँ पर जो dedicated parking spot है, यहाँ पर ऑटो निकालते हैं. फिर यहाँ से जाते हैं. कोविड के टाइम पे we think that हमने कर दिया था. हमने नहीं किया था. These people struggled. Like they had to pawn their parents. मम्मी की जेवर सबको गिरवी करना पड़ा. सबको पैसे मांगने लगे. So I know this because मैं बहरामबाग की झोपड़पट्टी से हूँ. So I know this guy who used to lend money and everything like that.
Yeah.
Printed cash that time. कोविड का जो 4 महीने का जो शुभ मुहूर्त था उसके लिए ये प्रिंटेड कैश 10% पे 10% मतलब समझ रहे हो अगर आपने मुझसे 10,000 लिया है तो हर महीने आप मुझे 1,000 रुपए दोगे. So that's an annual average of 120.
Yeah, and compounded also. Yeah.
कंपाउंडेड तो नहीं 100 आप मतलब आप क्रेडिट कार्ड अगर डिफॉल्ट करोगे तो 36% है. आप पर्सनल लोन लोगे बैंक में तो दैट इज लाइक व्हाट 15% और 18%. These people were giving loans for 120%. So full मतलब anti-viable behavior चल रहा था लोगों का and that is how we did. So when we say कि we did it, we actually did not do. It was just the office working people who did it. जैसे most of the times when we have Labor Day, when we have anything like a festival or a small minor festival like जैसे अगर पारसी न्यू ईयर हो गया मैं हिंदू हूँ भाई मतलब मेरे को तो कुछ इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. सो आई डोंट गिव इट बैक. जो मेरे घर पे डोमेस्टिक वर्कर आती है तो मैं उसको तो नहीं बोलूंगा ना कि पारसी न्यू ईयर है तो आप छुट्टी ले लो. मतलब उसको तो आना पड़ेगा. सो जो निचला तबका है वो तो अभी भी स्ट्रगल कर रहा था वो टाइम पे और तभी भी कर रहा था और अभी भी कर रहा है. सो दैट इज देयर. अगर आप सोल्यूशन उसका हार्डकोर पूछ रहे हो तो अगेन इट्स वेरी इजी टू से कि वर्किंग शिफ्ट चेंज कर दो. मेट्रो ये ट्रेन्स की फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ा दो. जैसे मैंने पढ़ा था कि बोरीवली से चर्चगेट के लिए पीक आवर में हर 3 मिनट में एक ट्रेन निकलती है. विरार से कुछ 8 मिनट में 10 मिनट में निकलती है. माय थिंग इज भाई लेट्स एड्रेस द एलिफेंट इन द रूम. व्हाई शुड एनीवन ट्रैवल मोर देन 2 hours 3 hours एवरी डे टू कम्यूट वन साइड. आइडियल सिचुएशन में आपको आपके घर के पास में ही
there should be
like आधे घंटे में 45 मिनट में आप पहुंच जाओ अपने घर के पास में. So decentralization of industries is the only way to go ahead with that. तो आपने मतलब समझ के चला है कि वो जो विरार का एरिया है, डोंबिवली है, कसारा है, उल्लासनगर है, पनवेल है, तुमने पकड़ के चला कि दीज आर सैटेलाइट टाउन्स, यहाँ पर कोई इंडस्ट्रीज नहीं सेट हो सकती, आप वहीं पे इंडस्ट्री स्टार्ट कर दीजिए. सो दैट इज, अगर ब्रॉडर, अगर हम ये जो माइक्रो है कि वेंटिलेशन लगा दो गाड़ी के ऊपर, ये कर दो, या फिर टिकट प्राइस बढ़ा दो सो दैट पीपल आर डिस्करेज्ड फ्रॉम ट्रैवलिंग, सब
That's yeah.
इट्स जस्ट बैंडेड अप्रोच. द
Yeah.
रियल अप्रोच इज डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन कर दो कि भाई अगर बंदा वसई विरार में बैठा है या फिर कल्याण में है तो क्यों आएगा कल्याण से सीएसटी ट्रैवल करने भाई, दैट्स 50 किलोमीटर्स. Why should a person travel 50 kilometers to work and everything? So that was one of the approaches that I felt that makes sense.
That does make sense.
You have thoughts?
No, actually, I mean, I don't know if there is decentralization happening, then maybe I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm not an expert in economics, but maybe the property prices will rise there also. Then I don't know how it'll pan out.
Yeah.
But
हमने किया हुआ है, मतलब इट्स नॉट हमने नहीं किया था पहले.
Yeah.
जैसे अगर 90s में देखेंगे तो टाउन वाज द ओनली प्लेस
Correct.
where all the
Yeah.
offices were there. हमने
Yeah.
डिसेंट्रलाइज किया, टाउन
Yeah.
से लोअर परेल आ चुके हैं,
Yeah.
कुछ बदकिस्मत लोग बीकेसी जा चुके हैं.
Yeah.
Then you have the industry shifting to अंधेरी,
Yeah.
गोरेगांव, all these
Yeah.
places. गोरेगांव ईस्ट जाइए, नेस्को है. अगर आप
There are IT
वाशी के
parks
आगे
and
जाओगे,
Yeah.
एरोली साइड पे, तो
Yeah.
वहां पे तो जियो के मल्टीपल
There are, yeah,
मतलब
coming
एकड़
up.
और एकर्स
Yeah.
ऑफ ऑफिस है, तो
Yeah.
वो तो हो ही चुका है.
Yeah.
सो आई वुड से कि वी नीड टू हैव सेम अप्रोच कि मे बी वसई में एक इंडस्ट्रियल कॉम्प्लेक्स खुल जाए, विरार में खुल जाए, या फिर एंड गवर्नमेंट सामने से बोले कि
Yeah.
एक काम करो, आप यहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री सेट करने की जगह पे वहां पे कर दीजिए, आपको रिबेट्स मिल जाएंगे, आपको कुछ यूनिट्स में कुछ. I don't know, I'm not an economist here, man, come on. I don't know
No.
what you signaling page, how would I know?
No,
I think nobody's thinking about.
No, so that I think the political will is not there, because I used to be a reporter at CNBC and I used to cover infra. It was one of the beats that I covered. So I at one point was working on this series where I was talking to what is that guy's name, man? His son is a political activist called Chaitanya Prabhu. Is Chaitanya Prabhu the son or the dad? Now I'm confused. But whatever. His dad was basically one of the founding architects of Bombay, right? Like involved in a lot of like early township meetings, etc. And he had talked to me about this series to say that what are the biggest what ifs in Bombay history, right? In the sense that there were so many plans to do things that would have been good. So he had told me, for example, that there was an idea because Bombay doesn't have a Central Park like Central Park. The biggest kind of spaces that we had were Racecourse and Shivaji Park, right? In that sense, on this side on the western line. What if we had tertiary parks connecting them so that it would not be maybe one green space, but there would be enough green spaces for everybody? And if that meant sacrificing on some roads, etc., we could have done that. So one of the other things he mentioned to me, which apparently was a thing, was again early on in the late 80s, 90s, a lot of centralization had happened around town. Mantralaya was there, a lot of like businesses were there. And the idea of Navi Mumbai and CBD Belapur also came from there. The idea that we will shift this and then people will move. So some offices shifted, the early movers shifted, but then the government never lived up to its promise of then incentivizing it even further, which is why now it is kind of one of those satellite towns, but you would not call it a business hub, right? That is still like Lower Parel because the mills shut down and suddenly land was. So I feel like it's always been driven by self-interest where there is a good deal to be made. That Lower Parel is this area and now suddenly all of these mills are obsolete and you have that land which can be used to set it up. Let's do it. BKC reclaimed land, right? Again. So, but now it seems like, I don't want to make this a full like real estate infrastructure debate also.
No, let's make it this
No, but
interesting.
because we are perhaps not the absolute right people to, I mean, we can again, but now the biggest thing that's going to happen again when the Dharavi redevelopment happens, right? There is land again off the sea link near Bandra Reclamation, which is again an Adani thing. The problem is that even the current low-income housing that we have, which you can't really even call housing, right? It's like slums, jhopatpattis, dilapidated areas. That is also going to be now seized by your big builders because there is no other space to grow.
मेरा घर ऐसा हुआ है ना भाई.
Yeah.
मेरा झोपड़पट्टी वाला जो घर है.
Yeah.
तो वो घर तो टूट गया अभी रीडेवलपमेंट में. So SRA is basically you take this table, इतना बड़ा table है, this entire table is झोपड़पट्टी.
Yeah.
So builder comes and like 100 houses in that झोपड़पट्टी, they're like fine, we'll go with builder A. So 51%, so fine, ठीक है, ये टूट गया. आधे जमीन पे बिल्डर उनकी जो वर्टिकल स्लम्स है वो बना देगा और आधे पे फिर वो फर्स्ट नेम यू नो गुजराती मारवाड़ी सरनेम एंड सेकंड नेम सम इटालियन नेम जो भी बिल्डिंग दैट दे मेक यू नो गुंडेचा आयरिश टाइप. हाँ, so that is there. So in this process, yes, you got rid of the slums, you got rid of the eyesore of the city. मतलब
Yeah.
it's literally on your face now because सामने आपको
You
पता
s-
चल जाएगा दूर से झोपड़पट्टी की बिल्डिंग कौन सी है,
Correct.
प्राइवेट बिल्डिंग कौन सी है.
Absolutely.
मिडिल क्लास जो है
Hmm.
दे लाइक यार मुझे यहाँ तो नहीं रहना है पर मुझे यहाँ पे रहने का बहुत मन है. लाइक
Hmm.
हु डजंट वांट टू लिव इन अ रहेजा और रुस्तम जी ब्रो.
Yeah.
बट मेरा पैसे नहीं है उस चीज के.
Hmm.
So I would find a lot of upper management folks from call center scenes and
Hmm.
all these places, finance, they go to Mira Road because of that. Mira
Yeah.
Road, Bhayandar and all these places
Yeah.
because मुंबई में जो जस्ट अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग जिसको बोलते हैं वो है
Hmm.
नहीं.
Yeah.
आपको साल में 1,500 के आसपास म्हाड़ा के फ्लैट्स बनते हैं.
Hmm. And
एंड
that's that lottery.
एंड वो
Yeah.
1,500 जैसे गोरेगांव में ये पहाड़ी गोरेगांव है, देयर वर लाइक सम 600 flats for grabs
Hmm.
and there were more than 10 lakh applications
Yeah.
for that.
So proper lottery.
So-
Yeah.
Statistically it makes more sense for you to chain snatch and
Yeah.
acquire wealth and not get caught
Yeah.
and then buy
Yeah.
an apartment with that money than to win that
Wait,
lottery.
Of course.
So that is like don't chain snatch though. Like
Yeah.
yeah, that's wrong. It's evil. Don't do it, man. But
Just makes sense.
it makes sense. And वो भी lottery में भी मतलब a lot of people call it shady.
Yeah.
शायद settings हो जाए. I
Of
want to believe
course.
settings नहीं होती है.
Yeah.
But and you know what happens? आपको तुरंत जैसे वो फ्लैट मिला ना,
Yeah.
the person who won the lottery probably has their own apartment or something like
Yeah.
that. तुरंत उसको भाड़े पे लगाता है. जैसे गोरेगांव वाला था, मई जून में उनको पोजेशन मिला. भाई
Hmm.
सुबह 11 बजे पोजेशन मिला है, शाम के 7 बजे नो ब्रोकर पे आ गई लिस्टिंग. 30,000,
Wow.
35,000, 40,000. So middle class housing is also not happening at all. Like सिर्फ
Yeah.
luxury apartments बन रहे हैं और slum वाले apartments को redevelop करके डाला जा रहा है. So that
Yeah.
is also
Yeah. So that's also not going to solve
middle
it.
class apartments बन रहे हैं हमारे मीरा रोड में, भयंदर में.
Hmm.
फिर आप वही ट्रैवल करके आइए.
And then it's the same problem because it's loading in already. But one thing I wanted to also talk about is the public response to this. Because again, this week now, this is the big story. Last week, remember when there was a stampede in Bangalore in the stadium and
Yeah.
people died?
Yeah.
And since this incident has happened also with since the train incident has happened over the last 2 days, there have been, in general, want to talk about our accountability also and why we're moving on so fast from this, right? Okay.
So there was this so compassion fatigue with from the POV of Spirit of Bombay is CBSE board में there was this chapter in 7th 8th standard
Yeah.
about I don't know the exact word. It was basically grieve करने का अधिकार.
Okay.
So there was this lady, she was like ऐसा hawker थी and she's crying and उसके सामने fruits रखे हुए हैं and she's crying and people are like ये रो क्यों रही है? And then someone says that her son died
Hmm.
but she's like she still has to make money. So she's like out there working and trying to make her ends meet while grieving about her son. But at the same time, एक ठकुराइन जो है like जो like well
Yeah.
अमीर जो है, they get like 12 to 13 days and 14-15 days to grieve about their loss of their loved ones or something like that. Using that POV, I mean it's CBSE textbook chapter, man. So using the same thing, Spirit of Mumbai is basically you are so occupied with your things, you're so occupied with your work, your daily schedule, routine. ऑफिस में जो भसड़ चल रही है, घर पे जो भसड़ चल रही है, सोसाइटी के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में जो भसड़ चल रही है, यू डोंट हैव टाइम टू सिट इंट्रोस्पेक्ट एंड थिंक ये गलत हो रहा है. सो दैट इज देयर. दैट फीलिंग also comes from a booster of compassion fatigue that आप एक बार किसी चीज के बारे में फील करोगे, 2 बार उसके बारे में फील करोगे, eventually you'll give up. You're like मैं क्यों इसके बारे में बार बात करूँ? जैसे मेरे पेज पे I used to talk about this all the time. मेरे को गाली मिलता था भाई लोगों से कि भाई तुम इतनी डिप्रेसिंग बातें क्यों करते रहते हो हमेशा. So I would when I have to talk about things in a non-challenged way. So आप बहुत सारे वीडियो देखें जिसमें दिस यंग लेडी वो लटक के जा रही है ट्रेन से और अंदर से एक औरत उसका वीडियो निकाल रही है एंड दिस एक मतलब जिंदगी उसके हाथ में लेजिट उस समय एंड वो ट्रैवल कर रही है एंड आई पुट अप अ कैप्शन दैट and my exact caption was what is that ki unrelated advice or what do you say unsolicited advice or like hot take hot take. I don't think people should travel like this and that is how I supposed. but मैं कितने बार डालूं, मतलब ये रोज का है भाई. जैसे इनका जब ट्रेन जो अपग्रेड कर रहे थे, पटरियां अपग्रेड कर रहे थे, इट वॉज अ नाइटमेयर. अगर आपको 1 घंटा लग रहा है घर पहुंचने में, आपको 1.5 घंटा लगेगा और आप और दब के चलोगे. आई रोट आर्टिकल्स ऑन दैट एंड एवरीथिंग बट eventually folks on my page also got tired of it. I got tired of it. मैंने कितना बात करें इसके बारे में. अगर सामने कोई मोटी चमड़ी वाला इंसान, अगर आपके घर में एक निठल्ला आपका सिबलिंग बैठा हुआ है जिसको जितनी गाली आप दे रहे हो वो सुन ही नहीं रहा है, तो आप एक समय के बाद गाली देना बंद कर दोगे उसको, आप अपनी एनर्जी क्यों निकालोगे. सो दैट हैपेंड. So
Yeah.
compassion fatigue with spirit of Mumbai, that like, and too much on your plate and everything, that ensures that अभी कल का न्यूज़पेपर देखना आप, अचानक से it would basically, the amount of articles on this incident would reduce like crazy, and
course.
people will stop talking about
Yeah.
it. And then you would have those content creators, Mumbai based wale, they'll make another funny videos about when a
Yeah.
Dombivli guy dates a Bandra girl or something like that. वो सब start हो जाएगा फिर वापस.
Unrelated but also related. I just think that so many people come to Bombay to make it big in life. You know, Bombay, of course, has its locals, and there are a lot of people, but people like us, we are coming, we want to make it big. And I'm not actually, let's not have us, because very, very privileged, should not talk about us. People have no time to stop. People have to constantly hustle. The city encourages constantly working, constantly hustling, because the moment you stop, how will you pay the rent? How will you? So there is, what other option do I have but to romanticize the hustle? As a hustling lower middle class Mumbai person, I have to romanticize a little bit of the hustle, and asking for a little breather is it's a rebellion in this city. Like, I feel that sometimes, that if I remember one time I was telling someone that I'm going to catch the train, I'm going to take a slow train. They were like, why are you taking a slow train? Take a fast train. You have to get down at a station which comes on the fast train. And I had to justify for some reason that why can't I take a slow train? I don't have to reach that place early. I'm not in a rush. I can just take my own sweet time. I walk, as you know, walk from my home to the station, and from the station to the office. People are like, why are you walking? I mean, sure, I shouldn't be reaching a place sweating, but why can't I walk? I mean, I have planned my day in a way that I have enough time to walk. I've kept that buffer where I can walk. But in Mumbai, every single thing is a rebellion. Every single thing where you're slowing down, where you're choosing to slow down, is a rebellion. And I don't know if this will make it to the final cut of the podcast, but a lot of people who move to the city, who move to Bombay in their mid-20s or late 20s, where they've lived a life, they can't understand the hustle. They're like, why are people running? Why are people acting as if they have to save a life? And it's so jarring for those people. They don't get Bombay. They leave Bombay in 1 or 2 years because it's not sustainable. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for your physical health, mental health, any kind of health. But people are living like that. So I think there is, what other option do you have but to romanticize the whole thing, the whole struggle? Because otherwise, give up. Then the other option is just give up.
I wanted to do a small exercise, given that we are talking also about compassion fatigue and the fact that so many people die on a daily basis that it's become just numbers. Times of India had done a really nice article where they had listed out a little bit about the 4 people who were to be killed as part of this. So just want to read who they are, just also in our little way, while we've obviously discussed many, many, many problems. Just to also pay a little bit of a tribute to these folks who were real people and not numbers. And again, like, credit to Times of India for doing it, for collating it. There was Mayur Shah, who's 44 years old, used to live in Vidya Vihar. He was heading to meet a property owner about buying a flat. And this is, like, his family is obviously devastated because spent a large part of his life taking care of his mother, who's in her 80s. And this flat was going to kind of be a big step, obviously, in anybody's life. We've talked about how difficult it is to buy a house also in Bombay. There's Vicky Mukhtiar, 34. He was actually a railway police constable, and he had pulled a night shift at Kalyan station and was heading home when this happened. There was Rahul Gupta. He was 27, used to work at a stationery shop to support his family. Again, like, family of, I think, 3-4 other people, all dependent on him to make that money. And Ketan Saroj, who we talked about, where his friend pulled the chain once he had fallen off the train, but the train didn't stop. He died in Thane Civil Hospital later. I feel like this is one of those small things that is still important for us to do as platforms that have people who are viewing it, that these are real people. And I think that one of the great tragedies of living in a country which has so many people and so many incidents, there's just so much news about this kind of stuff every day. So just wanted to do that before we move on to our last segment about this, or the last talking point about this, which is to discuss a solution. as soon as this incident happened, obviously they've called it for an investigation, etc. And then news started coming in that one of the things that we're going to do even on non-AC trains is have automated doors. And there have been enough people who have said that that won't work just because of the sheer amount of people, and it will just delay each train even further, which is adding more pressure to the system. You have any thoughts, or like, did you kind of read about it, or in your experience, something that you think will work?
You have slots. रेलवे
Yeah.
स्टेशन में या स्लॉट्स, ये 3
Yeah.
मिनट में 5 मिनट में जो आने चाहिए,
Yeah.
those slots are getting gentrified
Hmm.
by AC locals.
Hmm.
तो अगर 8 से 9 बजे के बीच में थाने से निकल रही है अगर 12 ट्रेन है, तो उसमें से 3 ट्रेनें आप AC कर रहे हो, तो उसके वजह से क्या हो रहा है, अब AC लोकल इज एक्चुअली मोर एक्सपेंसिव देन फर्स्ट क्लास.
Correct,
सो
yeah.
ओनली द जेंट्रिफाइड फोक्स, लाइक जो आप
Yeah.
बोल रहे थे, जो रिच टाइप्स है, जो
Yeah.
एक टाइम का 100 रुपए दे सकते हैं,
Yeah.
अगर थाने से चर्च गेट जाना है या CST जाना है, तो सो दैट इज हैपनिंग. बट द slot it replaced, the people who were in that train, they have to manage with the other 9 trains.
Hmm.
तो मतलब do something to ensure कि you have more services of the trains at the first space, and उसके अलावा maybe reduce ticket prices, or I don't know, AC local is too expensive for people, but still it's getting more priority, it's getting more space. That is like one of the many things that is wrong with railways. The second one is increase the coaches from 12 to 15. That is second one.
The other one which we've talked about a little bit, which was staggered work timings, which you said is not necessarily going to work because it depends on obviously where the market is or whatever. But wanted to pose a question ki, like, now, okay, I'm CEO of this organization, right? There are people who travel by train to come to this office every day. Some of us are privileged enough to have domestic workers who also might be traveling from somewhere else or coming, right? At what point does it also become our accountability to then make sure that we are easing the life of people who have to travel?
लाला मत बनिए. अगर आपको पता है कि जैसे दैट डोमेस्टिक वर्कर एग्जांपल आई गिव, अगर आप उनको वो जो 100 रुपए वन साइड, ये मतलब जो भी 100 रुपए उनका वन साइड खर्चा होगा, आप उसे ऑप्टिमाइज करके उन्हें एक ट्रैवलिंग अलाउंस दे दें 3,000, 3,500, 4,000 रुपए का, so that would really help them in taking first class and taking air conditioned locals, because I don't have hope from the government to do something. But immediately अगर आप थोड़े compassionate किस्म के हो, so that is one way you can fix this, is like hear them. Like if you are a CEO or of, let's just say you're a manager at a place, आपका जो पूरा टीम है, you ask them how do they travel, and then you उसी कितना 1 घंटे का एक्सरसाइज होगा, लाइक आपका कोई टाउन हॉल वगैरह होता है महीने में, उसके बाद 1 घंटे का एक्सरसाइज कर लो कि कैसे कोई जा रहा है, कैसे कौन ट्रैवल कर रहा है, कैसे कौन ट्रैवल नहीं कर रहा है. इट्स स्टिल अ बैंडेड अप्रोच, बट मोटा मोटा तो आपको पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन पे ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए. शुड नॉट बी फोकसिंग मोर ऑन कार सेंट्रिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. माय क्वेश्चन इज, जब आप जो MTHL आपने स्टार्ट किया था, मुंबई ट्रांस हार्बर लीग, दैट टेक्स यू फ्रॉम व्हाट डू यू कॉल, लाइक व्हाट इज दैट, सेंट्रल मुंबई से आपको नवी मुंबई आपको कुछ 40 मिनट्स में पहुंचा देगा. उसकी जगह पे एक मेट्रो ट्रेन लगा देते हैं 40 मिनट में, तो आपको कार की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, आपको टोल की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, आप बस 50-60 रुपए की जो टिकट है वो ले लो. तो मोर एंड मोर पीपल वुड ट्रैवल एंड मोर फ्रीक्वेंटली उस तरीके से. The original plan was also to set up a parallel metro line alongside MTHL. That never happened. अब कोस्टल रोड में आपने 50-55 हजार रुपए करोड़ डाल दिए. And I read this article by midday, I think, that said कि कुछ 35-40 हजार लोग उसको डेली यूज करते हैं. And भाई, to give an example, 35-40 हजार is the amount of people who leave अंधेरी स्टेशन in the morning. वो जो काम से करने आते हैं वसई से, वहां से, तो जब लोग निकलते हैं वो आपको आधे घंटे में उतने ज्यादा लोग अंधेरी स्टेशन से निकलते हैं. So can you not build something parallel to it? Can you not focus ways in transporting people from A to B and B to A bulk में, and in a cheaper way, environmental वगैरह friendly, तो it's like दूसरा. But if you can figure out ways to be more practical about things, that will be amazing.
Before we go, we like to do something on this podcast which is end on a note of hope, just because we've talked about so many things that can be very sad and heavy. What is something that is your bud, aka what is something that makes you hopeful?
I came across the state board books or something like that. The quality of like pictures and the books, the size of the books, and हम लोग की A5 size की बुक हुआ करती थी, बड़ी किताब हो चुकी है. And there's like too many characters. The teaching material is changed, and kids are actually getting decent food in schools, and like नई चीजें सीख रहे हैं. There's more
Yeah.
exposure in the scenes, so that gave me a lot of hope.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good.
That we are at least
Yeah.
doomed
थोड़ा तो-
नहीं हो रहे education sector में.
Interesting. What's your bud, Kevin?
Smooth. Thank you for asking without any agenda of your own. My bud is a Yuva bud. Every year for Pride Month, we do this event called Pride Class, where essentially we find 10 underrepresented members of the queer community, and we throw a graduation party for them. And the insight of it is that at their own graduations for college, they would probably not have the freedom to express themselves or show up the way that they want to show up. So this is your opportunity to do that. So whatever your style is, you can kind of do it. This will be the 4th year that we're doing it. And this year we decided, normally somebody from the leadership team is always kind of overseeing the event. But this year we said, why don't we get the young people at Yuva to pitch for it and make it their own, and kind of come up with their own concept for it. And a bunch of people pitched, which was great. And they had some really good pitches. And Ninad, who edits our podcast, is also one of the people who pitched. And now they've kind of put together a core team and they're putting together an event. It's happening in another 2 weeks. Garima, you will get invited. Balram, maybe not. We prioritize people from the queer community, but we will try to invite you.
I'm definitely not from the
queer community. No, but we will try to invite you regardless. But that's happening.
जगह भर रहे हो आप एक non-queer person.
I'm just very happy that whenever stuff happens at Yuva that is led by young people, it's awesome. Also because then I don't have to get involved, which is good for me.
So everybody in the family is very afraid of me, because every time they open their mouth in family gatherings, I will throw one term at them that, oh, this is body shaming, this is that, this is. So they are getting sick of me a little bit, which is fine. I don't mind that. But I was recently talking to my parents, and we were talking about the stampede that happened after the RCB won. And like something my mom said ki, oh, they should have, like, why should they go? And I mean, the instant this thing was ki, like, why would they go to such a place? And my instinct then was to counter that and say that, but this can't be your immediate reaction to what has happened. You have to also give space to, like, to understand that these are actually victims. These are, I mean, they didn't go there to die. And there was a moment where I spoke, and then she spoke, and then she said, okay, makes sense.
Oh.
And that's, I mean, I feel like keep fighting. Just, it's so, in the sense that I think a lot of people just give up trying to have these difficult conversations with families. And I've had a lot of, and this is just one recent example, but I keep pushing my family to think more, to just understand. And now I'm very openly able to tell them that, I mean, I have depression, and I'm just casually able to throw these terms around. And that's because I've really every day in and day out, I've just hammered these things. So yeah, I think that's my bud, that it works out in some ways or the other. So just keep fighting with your family. It's worth it.
The reason I'm laughing is because, so in the break before we cut, for your reference also, Ninad, the editor, came to us showing us a quote by Ernest Hemingway, which says, the world is a fine place and it's worth fighting for. I believe in the second part. So I read it out, and Garima said, but how will we fit this in? And then with your bud, you have literally said that keep fighting. So you found your way back to the quote. Maybe it inspired you to think of this.
I mean, sure. Whatever makes you happy.
It's a good story. It's a full circle.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Thanks, Balram, for taking out the time to join us. Thank you for bringing your perspective. Like I said, big fans of your work. If there's anything that you want to promote at this point, you can look at one of the cameras. Which one? That one. And tell us what you have going on, or just talk a little bit about Andheri West shitposting, or where people can follow your work.
I'm actually working on this project with my mom. So I left my job recently on 31st. Like I had a contract, like I have a consulting job. I left that job recently, and now I'm just spending time with my mom. And I realized that she's 65 years old and she's old. But at the same time, I saw this reel where the person says that, with each generation, your language and your food changes completely. And there is no way to go back to it, because, evolution is happening. And for some reason, I thought that the day, again, I'm very, morbid with this. I'm like, the day she passes away, and like next, she's old. a part of her reality will die with her as well. So what I'm doing is every day I'm talking to her and I'm documenting what do you call this particular spice in language, what do you call this
Mm.
particular grain in your language. So maybe make a memory book or something like that. So I've
That's
been
so
doing
sweet.
that.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. There's nothing much to promote. It's just like
Yeah.
this is what I'm doing this
Oh,
month.
that's really sweet, man. And it's so important.
So inspiring.
Yeah, but thank you for taking out the time. Appreciate it. Please follow Balram if you don't already. Please follow Andheri West Shitposting if you don't already. Awesome work. Thanks as always, Garima.
Thank you.
We've heard what you said and we'll try to do more podcasts so that you
Mera
feel
kya
like
hai? This is So What with Kevin Lee.
we'll add your name. We'll like we do
No,
with marker. You can just
no,
and Garima.
No, don't do that, please.
Thank you for watching this episode of So What. If you liked it, please like the video, comment, and subscribe to We Are Yuva. We put out awesome videos every week. You can also check out the So What by Yuva Instagram handle where we put out news updates. There's also a Substack where I have written an article last week. It's about generative AI and how that's going to change the world or not change the world. So you can check that out. And as always, if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to We Are Yuva on all social platforms.